Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It's time to toss it over to our own Kaylee Custer, who's talking about a company who's helping victims of domestic violence. How's it going, Kaylee?
That's right. So this Valentine's Day, there's people who are overlooked, and you know, you might not think of them whenever you think of Valentine's Day, but this group of beauty consultants is looking to change that, and they're reaching out to domestic violence survivors at Freedom's Rest. Take a look.
It was scary, and I had nothing. I left everything behind.
In Missouri alone, over 100,000 domestic violence calls are answered every year. Answering a portion of those calls is Freedom's Rest.
We are a domestic and sexual violence shelter, so we can take people both that are victims of domestic violence, so that's intimate relationships, whether it's a parent or an intimate partner or something like that. And then we also can take people that are victims of sexual violence, so that's rape or human trafficking or different things along those lines where they don't necessarily know the perpetrator.
Housing up to 54 people at any given time, they've helped countless victims in and around Christian County get back on their feet in a matter of 90 days or less.
The first couple of weeks, we're just getting them here acclimated to being in a shelter because it's obviously a huge adjustment in living. And then after that, for the next about month, we work on things like food stamps or WIC or housing applications, getting them plugged into different services like Burl or Jordan Valley if they need medical attention. And then after that, it's mostly just getting them a job and getting them a way to sustain the services that we've started. So job, transportation, different things like that.
Domestic violence victims are often overlooked and alone, but these ladies are hoping to change that with a Valentine's Day surprise.
These women, anything that they can get will just boost their self-confidence.
Sometimes it is that lipstick or that mascara that might make her feel beautiful on the outside, which in turn makes her feel beautiful on the inside. So this year it is going to be a wash and shave and a lotion, and so it is going to help her, you know, hopefully empower her just to feel more confident.
And as a survivor herself,
I did stay in a domestic violence shelter for 2 months with my young infant. He was 3 months when I moved in.
Tanya knows just how much a loving gesture, especially during the holiday of love, really means.
And we've got little Valentine cards to put in there.
It's not just about skincare and cosmetics. It's so much more than that.
We want to make sure that they're being given just as much as somebody else because they're just as important as somebody else.
And with a background of generosity,
We have donated over $80 million in the last 20 years through our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation, and they donate over $3 million every year to different domestic violence shelters across the United States.
this latest gift to be handed out on Valentine's Day changes the giver.
Is opening their hearts to having an outreach that they can be a part of and how it affects their vision.
And the receiver.
It definitely does give them a refreshed mind that someone is actually out there thinking of them. So, because they don't really have that.
People love them and care, and it's a really good way for them to build community and confidence in themselves.
I mean, the tenacity and the courage to leave it takes so much courage because you just feel like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You can get out.
Powerful story there from Tanya. 3 ways you can help out Freedom's Rest: giving or donating, whether that's items or money. They take hygiene products, and their sister shop over at Neat Repeats takes the clothing and household items. So there's 2 different places to donate supplies there. You can also volunteer, and then you can shop at Neat Repeats, which those proceeds will go towards funding Freedom Rest's mission. So different ways you can help out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm glad you did the story because I didn't know about this one. I mean, I was asking her during the segment. I was like, where is this? How did I not know about this?
And they've been around since 2004, so about 16 years.
Wow.
They've been circulating up to 50 guests a night.
Right. And you made a good point, too, during the segment we were talking, and sometimes it's good for these organizations to keep kind of a low-key profile because in these situations, if you're trying to stay safe and get away from your abuser, you need to kind of have that anonymity and kind of blend in and have a safe place to go until you can regroup and get your life back together.
Exactly. If you would like to reach out to Freedom's Rest, though, find them on Facebook at Freedom's Rest. So all you have to do is search that and you'll find them.
What a great organization. And Mary Kay, of course, great organization as well.
Yeah.
Right, right. It's such a great service.
I know. Do they still give out those pink cars? Mary Kay?
I don't know.
Do you remember that?
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Their whole room was that color.
Oh, was it?
Of their
Then
like
yes.
light pink.
That light pink.
We're going to say probably yes.
I'm guessing yes, because I think I saw one driving down the highway the other day, and I was like, Mary Kay right there.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
like almost white.
doing
but-
great.
It's so true, though. My grandma used it and swore by it. She always had that Mary Kay gel, pink gel, she'd put on her face every night.
I have some of that.
Do you really?
Honestly, yeah, I do.
You know, talk about sense of memory. Every time I smell that, I immediately think of my grandmother. It's like immediately taken back in time, so that's...
Music and smells
It's so true.
can take you anywhere,
Can
right?
take you anywhere. Kaylee, thanks so much for that great story. And again, what's their Facebook page?
Freedom's Rest.
Freedom's Rest. And if you know anybody in need who might need help, direct them to that, because sometimes you just need that extra encouragement of a friend to be like, here's help, here's how to get it.
Yeah, and like we finished there, there is help out there.
There is. Thanks, Kaylee.
All right, coming up, more fun about the More Expo.
I see what you did there. More fun, more expo. I see what you
wondered
did
if you would
there,
catch that.
Lyra. That was perfect.